Hi, Vieira with Stock Market Live.tv. Today I'm going to explain how do we teach investors to invest or trade successfully in the markets since IPO. We are going to refer here to the investment process in two companies, Snapchat since IPO, fully documented based on facts. Unlike the rest of the industry, I'm going to prove how, based on facts, reviews, customers, investors, they tripled the size of their investment positions and the return on investment following our recommendations step by step. So if you allow me here just a moment precisely to position myself, I'm going to refer to this diagram, and if you stay until the end, you are going to learn today more than 5 years on Seeking Alpha or Motley Fool or at Goldman Sachs and so on. So just stay until the end and you are going to see. I'm going to position myself by doing this for you to visualize it better. And here you have the I'm going to also to use the zoom function, Snapchat investment process objective, maximum return on investment. Okay, so today we are going to start here. Bear in mind that this document it has been shared with investors, those that they invest in their own education. You are going to see that they obtain by far better results compared to others, and we are going to explain step by step this chart, this flow chart, which, by the way, we can utilize precisely the same principles then to explain how to invest in Netflix or Ferrari, more than 200 leading companies listed on New York Stock Exchange, Nasdaq, including also emerging markets and all the financial instruments. All these thousands of hours we have these documents since IPO. We are going to start with the step 1, IPO. All right. So by clicking here, and you have access to this document, and you utilize this technology precisely to explain to people. I'm going here to hold on, to people how to invest in the markets. If you click here, you have access to this chart. So this is the first chart on IPO. I can briefly explain it. So on IPO it was not possible to sell short Snapchat. Very large profit, $24.55 in a service called SMS Live Trading, all the way up to $28.18. SMS Live Trading, as of today, and we were the pioneers in the industry, that no longer exists. It was substituted by 1,000 times better app live trading for precisely the same prices. We are going back here to the chart. We are going to continue, and here you have this note, rating junk. We informed subscribers at $28.18 we have a junk rating in Snapchat, all right, with a live stock chart. If you click here, this is precisely linked to the chart, step number 1. So going back, we have step number 2, right? Step number 2, the title is the one that you have here, Vieira massive short position in Snapchat, all right, and you have the dates and so on. Okay, so massive short position. Bear in mind the recommendation for the maximum position sizing with the ultimate goal, obviously, maximum return on investment. But remind, stay until the end, because we are going to explain then how we achieved the maximum return on investment, not only by referring to selling short Snapchat, but also investing in other companies. So this chart here, using precisely the same process, you have to click here on, I'm going to do right on source, you click on the chart, you click here, okay, and you have the chart. So if you, I'm going to show you the chart. I'm not going to do this for all cases, otherwise I'm going to take a long time. And this chart, obviously, unique in the industry, ahead of earnings. We are going again here to minimize this window, and I'm going to refer to the step number 2, all right? So step number 2, very clear and transparent, objective, Vieira massive short position in Snapchat, short the label, and at that time, this was downgraded to junk, ahead of earnings, okay? And crash guaranteed, all right? This is a livestock chart, ahead of earnings, okay? So this is ahead of earnings, massive short position in Snapchat. These trade alerts, they were given to subscribers across different services, okay? So you had, for very small investors, you have several services. This stock is, or Snapchat, is a premium stock, but we made the favor of including it in the different service. We are going to continue, and what I'm referring to can be corroborated by the full track record, time-stamped, and transactions in Yammer, a tool that we have been using in the past, the app live trading, customers, their mobile devices, and so on, okay? And then we have here the step number 3. At that time here we also announced a quiz, okay? So there is a quiz for them to refer to or to answer with grading based on Google document. And then we have here the following step, which is earnings. We are going to discuss earnings, okay? But before I get here, and by the way, I'm going to show you here how simple I can click here, right? And I'm going to draw a line, all right? So the next step is earnings forecast. As we did, for example, complementary ahead of earnings in Netflix and Ferrari, we also going to teach, and this is in fact the tools utilized also to teach some of our customers, Wall Street analysts, okay, and large investment firms, you know, and so on. I'm going to continue. I'm going to click here on Feed. You can do precisely the same. Bear in mind that you also can use this tool to create your own flow chart or investment process. And we have this here. I'm going to use the zoom function. Artificially intelligent algorithm slashes Snapchat price target ahead of earnings, okay? So this article, it exists on the blog of the company, based obviously on facts, and it had or resulted in this chart that I demonstrated via a massive short position, okay? So, also, you have complementary on YouTube this video, okay, that you have here, related to investment strategies, long Alibaba, short Snapchat, okay. This video, it is, I repeat, complementary. It is available on the web, YouTube, Vimeo, Facebook, and so on. But if you wish to refer to which video we are talking about, just click here. And this company announced almost 3 billion. All right, so Alibaba was trading at 123 and Snapchat $20.60. Okay, so we are going to again click here, and you have here precisely the note Alibaba 123, Snapchat $20.60. At the same time, complementary also on Twitter, and also to prove these trade alerts with the live tape. Okay, you have here Snapchat with comments, loving the bubble, keep buying, and I'm referring to keep buying. Why am I referring to keep buying? I'm referring to keep buying because this is coincident with the fact that CNBC posted this article here, octogenarian billionaire George Soros buying social media stock Snapchat. All right. So when CNBC, they were posting and informing, for example, American investors that George Soros had a massive long position in Snapchat, what we were recommending it was precisely the opposite. We were selling short the bubble, so we started selling short or downgrading to junk at $28, and here you had $21.66, and this $21.66, it is coincident precisely with the rally or the bounce in Snapchat on the news on CNBC, and we were selling short massively, as you have the proof, and these trade alerts and live tape, it was utilized precisely as a confirmation across different services of the trade alerts. As of today, so if you can see here investment strategies, all right, long Alibaba, short Snapchat. You have this resulted in the article, artificial intelligent algorithm / Snapchat price target. Meanwhile, we explained to investors what to do in order to maximize return on investment. Long Alibaba, short Snapchat, and you also had complementary information on Twitter. Okay, so if you click here, by the way, if I click here, I'm redirected to the Twitter channel, my own, where you have this tweet. Okay, so this tweet, it has been there for a long period of time. We are going to continue. And meanwhile, as of today, you have here, going to utilize the zoom function, Alibaba at $152, Snapchat $14 an hour. Okay, so how did investors, they tripled the size of their accounts? Precisely by following our guidance step by step, where the most important here I have to refer, during this process they learn, they profit, and they gain confidence. Obviously, the direct result of all this stuff altogether, which I repeat, it is unique in the industry, so there is no Wall Street company or individual or Wall Street analyst or investor that can demonstrate this step by step, okay, results into small investors outperforming hedge funds, Wall Street analysts, and so on. And you have here the interview, just have to play where it refers to several positions. I could have here, instead of a small investor, we could have here a billionaire or a millionaire or a person telling you, making millions of dollars. We prefer to have a small investor with explaining or describing the benefits, comparing to other service, referring to the past, as well as after entering the service, and results. Okay? So the next step, and bear in mind, this you have, as of today, Alibaba 152, Snapchat, and obviously these lines that you have here, we refer to them as the lines of influence. Okay? So these are the tools. Result, Alibaba rally to new 52-week high in 2017. The crash process, all the way up down to this price ahead of earnings. And then you have direct result, precisely, reviews, testimonials. We have most of them obviously digitally signed every single week, where the most important, I repeat, learn, profit, and confidence. Okay? The next step is, and by the way, we are going to refer here to finalize, we are going to discuss earnings. Investors, they have access, for example, to this information on PDF for their reference. Okay? I think this is rather important. They have a video including instructions, explain this also step by step. This is referred to, for example, in the traders course. Those that they invest in their education as that customer, they obtain by far better results. So the customer referred to the fact that he subscribed to the live technique analysis course. And before I created the course, or the time that I created the course, I said that you would become a multi-millionaire just by following my guidance. And not only that, the fact that you can utilize those very simple techniques in the future, as he has been doing. You have the app trading, so we have a app, and then all this based, or most of it, on artificial intelligence. So we are talking about thousands of hours, since we are not only discussing Snapchat or Alibaba, we have here hundreds of companies. The exercise that I've just done in Snapchat, I can do it step by step. Netflix, Ferrari, you had articles ahead of earnings, or I could discuss here other very interesting and important lesson, which you have here, how to start, okay? Which I'm not going to refer to. It is to say, you are a beginner, you want to start in the markets. What is the first step? What is the second step? The third step? And so on, all right? So this is part of the traders course, where you also have live investment lessons. Okay? Unlike others that always refer to the past, we discuss step by step in real time, based on facts and always proving this. Okay? So I hope that you learned why to refer to stockmarketlive.tv or autonomous trading, since the information that you obtained on CNBC, and this repeatedly, as corroborated by people that they call here, they lost more than 50% of their accounts by following the principles or the recommendations on popular websites as Yahoo Finance, CNBC, and so on. And bear in mind that I could here also refer, I'm going to show you how it works, because it is rather simple. I'm going to just to add a step, all right? So I'm going to click here. I'm going to click here on upload.
These CEOs
and
have
I'm
climbed their way
going
to the top. But the next challenge.
We are going to open this one, okay? And you have, what do you have here? Bear in mind that all these pieces of information are caught by, or scanned by the algorithm in real time. You don't have to do absolutely anything. And we give you the trade alert. The profit, you learn, and you gain confidence. So I could have this piece of information, this article, all right? And this article, the title is Reddit co-founder says is bullish on Snap IPO due to their dreams engagement numbers, all right? And this was made available precisely, once again, well, ahead of the crash. And again, we could continue here with more articles on CNBC, Business Insider, and other American websites, with a vast list of Wall Street analysts with price target ranges 26 to 31 ahead of the crash in Snapchat IPO, all the way down ahead of earnings to $14.48, while we have been recommending massive short positions, as you have several articles and case studies. Bear in mind that these articles that you see here, there are more, as well as there are more case studies, okay? So we don't have all of them here, you have them in the blog of the company. We chose these examples precisely what we consider the most relevant then for the customer or the investor to follow up. And with this I terminate. Well, and I wish you good luck investing in Snapchat going forward. Hopefully you learned something. I wanted to invite also those that they are losing money in the markets, even those that they follow up then, for example, Dimitri told me last week, an individual student with $1,000, that he started following up the recommendations in our blog and is making money in all of them. And those that if you know someone that, or yourself, that you are losing money in the markets, I think that is a good idea to share your, you should not be ashamed, in fact, quite the opposite, of telling your story. Why did you lose money by following, whatever, Seeking Alpha or Motley Fool or Goldman Sachs, or because by assuming the responsibility and telling your story, you are then ready, you are helping yourself, assuming and giving the next step. It tells you that you are willing to give the next step in your career. So most people, they are ashamed of telling their own stories because they lost 50% of their accounts, because, for example, yesterday the guy called me saying that the bank was charging him interest rates of 13%, because he had to ask for a loan to cover his losses, margin, and so on. Like I said before, invest in your own education before you lose entirely your account. Okay? If you don't invest in your own education, you are just merely a gambler, and by being a gambler, one day you know what is going to happen. Because if there is something that I learned in the past 30 years, that I do not believe in miracles. Thank you. Bye.